Chapter 3 of the Bhagavad Geeta, titled Karma Yoga or the Yoga of Action, delves into the philosophy of selfless action as a path to liberation, moksha. In this discourse, Lord Krishna addresses Arjuna's confusion about the apparent conflict between the renunciation of action and the performance of duty. Krishna elaborates on the importance of performing one's responsibilities with detachment and explains how this approach leads to spiritual growth and inner harmony. Arjuna's doubt. At the beginning of the chapter, Arjuna is puzzled. In chapter 2, Krishna extolled the virtues of jnana, knowledge, and buddhi yoga. This led Arjuna to wonder why Krishna now emphasizes action. He asks why Krishna advocates engaging in battle if knowledge is superior to action. Krishna clarifies that there are two main paths for spiritual seekers: jnana yoga or path of knowledge, suitable for those who are contemplative and can renounce worldly duties for intellectual and spiritual pursuits; karma yoga or path of action. For those engaged in worldly life, this path emphasizes performing duties selflessly without attachment to results. Krishna emphasizes that no one can remain inactive, and action is necessary for sustaining life. Therefore, one must act, but with the right attitude. Krishna explains the inevitability of action. Action is natural. Every individual is driven by nature's qualities, gunas, to act. Even maintaining the physical body requires action. Renouncing action does not lead to liberation. Instead, it creates disorder in society and stagnation in personal growth. Krishna stresses that the key is not to abandon action but to perform it without selfish motives or attachment to its outcomes. This is known as nishkama karma, desireless action. Karma yoga as a path to liberation. Krishna elaborates on how action, when performed selflessly, becomes a means to spiritual growth. Actions should be performed with a sense of duty, not for personal gain or to avoid loss. Work should be offered as a sacrifice, yajna, to the divine. This attitude purifies the mind and reduces ego-driven desires. Krishna highlights the cosmic order, where all beings are interdependent. Sacrificial actions sustain this order, while selfishness disrupts it. He explains that great individuals such as sages and kings act not for themselves but for the benefit of society. The role of the gunas. Krishna introduces the concept of the three gunas, qualities of nature. Sattva means purity, knowledge, harmony. Rajas means passion, activity, desire. Tamas means ignorance, inertia, laziness. These qualities drive individuals' tendencies and behaviors, while actions arise from the gunas. The wise person transcends their influence by cultivating detachment and aligning actions with a higher purpose. The example of the wise. Krishna emphasizes the importance of leading by example. He points out that even great leaders and enlightened beings, though free from selfish desires, continue to perform their duties to set a standard for others. If they abstain from action, society would collapse. Krishna uses himself as an example, stating that although he is the supreme being and has no personal need for action, he still engages in cosmic duties to uphold the universal order, avoiding ego and attachment. Krishna advises Arjuna to recognize that actions are driven by nature's forces, not by the individual self. By understanding this, one can act without pride or ego. This perspective helps dissolve attachment and cultivates inner freedom. Surrender to the divine will. Krishna encourages Arjuna to align his will with the divine and surrender his actions to God. This surrender helps one overcome doubts and confusion. Such a person remains unaffected by success or failure and attains peace of mind. Dangers of desire and attachment. Krishna warns against the detrimental effects of desire and anger, which arise from rajas. These emotions cloud judgment, bind individuals to the cycle of karma, and lead to suffering. To overcome them, one must cultivate discipline and self-control. Krishna concludes the chapter by urging Arjuna to fulfill his Kshatriya warrior duty.